Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have the V and the H for score and duplicate I. I'll be looking to get rid of one of the I's. I don't think I have a bingo, and the word that stands out is virid. Don't think I can get rid of the H and the V, so virid for 26. Okay, I triplicate the A's, which is unideal. I can sort that out with hour. Just looking at a way to maybe get rid of 3 vowels. Naiveties, nice bingo by opponent. I have YO here for 35, terrible rack leave. I have Ohio here for 26. Not a fan of that rack leave either. It looks like it's always going to be a bit of a challenge to sort out this rack. What about Wah there for 27? Yeah. I don't see a great rack leave with whatever I do. I think I'm going to go for score and sort the rack leave out next turn. Okay, that's not terrible. I have some scoring tiles. And I have the QI play here for 45 if it remains available. I have cat for 32. Just looking at Z, hotspots for the Z. My Y can play here at E5. A play of yay there for 30, although QI definitely the preferred play. I don't have a play that incorporates the Z and the Y, I don't think. That would score handsomely down in column E. My QI spot has been taken. I do have a U here for playing through, but I don't see a way of reaching the double word square there. Do I go with cat? I have Zayn onto an N, but nothing available there. I think cat is best. Get rid of the Q and move on. Not a great pickup. I've now duplicated I's and Y's. I'll still be looking for an N to play Zayn onto, if opponent provides one. The Z does now play quite nicely here. Awful rack leave, but really strong score. No way of getting value off the Q. Still could be contemplating this yay play for 30. The Z goes quite well with vowels, so that's not a terrible rack leave because the Z does benefit from a vowel heavy rack. So I could contemplate this play actually. Looking at other options, so just something, maybe even years here for 35, not a great rack leave. Z-A-Z-E. So looking at, oh, now the Z does actually play there. O's, so yeah. That's an interesting position, this. I could hang on to the Z. That's a very hot lane, column K. I have Zoa here for 46, which is hard to turn away, but double I, double Y can't be best. That's a shocker of a rack leave. Gyoza 38. No, I can't deal with a double IY rack leave. I think I might go with yay here and score well with the Z on the next play. I have Zorrel as a 5, and I have Ronz, R-O-N-Z. I was going to say, I think I have Lionizer, but I do actually have it with the E, but it doesn't fit, so that's a shame. Lionizer. Yeah. Just misses by 1 square, that's a shame. Am I able to get my Z to play at C9, making a 5-letter word down onto this double word square? Zari doesn't quite reach. Zane. Other option is something down from here, but something like ionize, but I need the E for that. Maybe my opponent will play a bingo, leaving an E out for lionizer. He's gone with XI. So what to do? Do I have a double? Zenorel Zar. Not that I can see. Zorrel here would be very volatile. It's a good rack leave. I'd prefer the R to remain on the rack as well, but 50 points, that's going to be hard to beat. No Q play that I can see. Zor arc, but that's where the story ends. I suppose Zol here is another option, but that's only 31. No, I'm going with score, even though it is volatile. Zorrel for 50. That's a fairly decent pickup. Swoonia, possibly, from a S. I thought I had ironware for a moment, but the double O not helping matters. I do have the iron component of a word. Looking for scoring spots for the W. Do I have an OW? Owner doesn't quite reach. Honoria. My W plays here quite nicely. Could go with Woo, sorts the rack out beautifully. J hotspot is probably the worst that I could be hit with. Woo here. 26, not bad. Yeah, I think I quite like 31 there. I suppose I could be hit with a K. I was going to say a KY play, but both Y's are gone. So JO, JA play would probably be the worst. Yeah, I'm liking this play here. I'll just have another look around the board. Opponent taking some time on this move. That's a pretty hot spot there for the second H. That's a 50-point play in the making. Culling takes a S front hook, so there's a bingo lane there. Probably takes an S at the back as well. Is my opponent about to smash me with a 9-timer? Both blanks are unseen. So, but the score just justified the risk. I had to go for a 50-point play. Okay, he does bingo, but not a 9-timer. Melanus, okay. Opponent does play the S, but not where I can use it. My Woo play doesn't play anymore there. Just looking at E now there for 27. What have we got? Renew? No. Romeo. 26. I'm going back to Woo here for 31. Joinder. And that does actually play fortuitously for 98. I don't think I'll be trumping that score, although it does take an S, and my opponent likely to take this hot spot at A8. Do I have anything through the R? It's not going to score as much unless the J gets doubled. Rejoined through an E, but I think joinder is going to be the play there. Hopefully it remains available. Opponent running pretty low now, down to 2.5 minutes with 36 tiles in the bag. He's gone with bow. Joinder for 98, and that's a pretty good pickup, I'd say. I have the out prefix, out, and I have the IES and IEST endings. I don't think Paukiest is good. Paukiest, no. Porkiest maybe, but not Paukiest. That H hotspot still a threat, 50-point play. I will be pluralizing joinder if it's not taken. Kissed for 55. Can I get rid of another vowel rather than the T? And do I definitely not have a bingo? Stauk here? No. Outpsyched. I still keep coming back to that out prefix. Outpikes, outspike. Nothing really available apart from the P and the E and R and the D, I guess. Okay, opponent goes with fad. There are a whole bunch of E's to come and only 2 I's, so I might actually play Kest here. Bound to pick up another E. Is there no way I can get rid of another vowel? But I really want to get the K on that double letter. Yeah, I'll go with Kest for 55. vowel heavy, but that was to be expected with my leave. That H spot still available. Sterane, nice bingo by opponent. And just looking at, I guess I have G here, that scores alright, 27. Can I extend it? Lu G. It's only the Lu. Yeah, I'll go with G for 27. That's a bit better. Groutier through an R. Can't see that happening. There's only one R left. Scores are quite close. Perhaps I should take out that H hotspot. Prim, okay. I don't have an M for going above. Do I? Oh, now the M, I don't know if it really assists this rack. I have the IUM ending. I have the ego prefix. But that H, I'm really worried about that H there. I'm just going to take it out. How many U's to come? 1. There's 5 vowels and 11 consonants. So vowels are in short supply. And that is actually a bingo lane. So I think I will frustrate the lane and the hotspot at the same time. Cog for 7. Not a great pickup. Atrium. Oh, not there. That'll take out that lane. But it won't score very much. Is my opponent likely to bingo there? Probably not, given the pool. So, is that a bingo lane? Yes, for starting in S, ending in S. Okay, opponent has... it's a good thing I blocked that because he had the H. Now, just wondering what my best option here is. 5 tiles in the bag. I need to score, really, is what I need to do. Looking at a parallel play here with T or R. I got tear, but I've got to get rid of surely one of those U's. Because the opponent might have the F or the B, and a play of beef or something would really kill me. So I'm going with tear for 20. Okay, ought unite through a T. Oh yes, I have ought unite. Beautiful. I knew studying those 5 vowel 8s would pay off. Ought unite to end the game. And that was the end of that one. So just thank my opponent. And And let's have a look at what we missed there. Oh, what a great feeling to go out with a crummy looking rack like that and turning it into a bingo. So we'll go to the beginning of the game. It was Virid was my opening play. That looks alright. Naiveties, well spotted by opponent. And then Wa for 27, but Woa. Analyzer prefers double AI to AIO, and so do I. And look at the score difference as well. Extra 8 points. Why didn't I see Woa? E11. Oh, of course, W and getting H doubled. Yeah, so definitely a miss there, even though it did open the trip down there a bit, but not far off with Wa. Clung for 32 was best. Opponent went with Culling, just to clear the rack out, I guess. Cat for 32 was my play. That looks alright. And then Coupe from the sea. Yeah, that certainly left a good rack leave. Great synergy there with the O and the X. And a good enough score. Opponent went with Loop for 13. Okay. Yay seems okay. 30 points. And then Orexins. Wow. And Bonksies. Toxins was perhaps a little bit easier to spot, but yeah, a bit tricky there. Some nice bingos on offer. And Confixes from the sea. Confixes, very nice. Coxiness. Wow. A whole host of bingos there. Opponent went with Excise. Zorel seemed best for 50. And then Semolina for 140. So that was that long delay where opponent must have been racking his brains for a 9-timer, because that would have been a game, well, I wouldn't say a game sealing move, but it would have put him way in front, and I would have been on the back pedal for quite a few racks, I'd say. Semolina, Mamelons, and Neoplasm were all 9-timers. So not easy ones to spot, but they were there. And opponent did bingo with Melanus. Wu seems okay at B6 for 31 points. And then Bo was opponent's, but Bo Ride for 41 at N2. Getting all that overlap, and the D tripled and the whole word doubled. Bo Ride, very nice. Joinder for 98 was my play, so really pleased that that wasn't blocked. And then Defen for 41 at M10. That is a good score. Defen, parallel play against the side of Joinder there. Defen looked good, but opponent went with Fad to balance the rack. I really thought there was a bingo here. There wasn't. I went with Kest. Kist was suggested only because E's are generally better kept on your rack instead of I's. But I looked at that plethora of E's and I thought, well, there's only 2 I's to come. There's a much better chance of me drawing another E. So that was my thinking with Kest over Kist. And then Sterane for 80 at 3G. Okay, so it played, sculling the front hook. Yeah, so an extra 11 points for opponent there. but he did spot the bingo. And then out rig for 27, gi for 27, both scoring well, but at h10, out rig through the R, providing a floater, so I don't like that with the blank still unseen. The board was pretty tight at this stage, and it made no sense to start providing floaters for opponent. So I kept it tight with gi, and prim was my opponent's play for 33, imp for 37, retaining the blank. That was at 4j. Getting the mz hook. I like that. And it sorted the rack out fairly well. 37 would have drawn him level exactly, 376 each, and he would have had the blank as flexibility going into the end game. So, yeah, but not far off the pace with prim. Gautier didn't play anywhere, and Groutier wasn't available. So I went with Turi for 26 was the analyzer's best at N1. That's coming down here. I don't like that, opening that trip lane with a blank unseen, so still happy to go with Cog to take out the H danger. And there you go, Beth for about 50 points would have absolutely, well, it wouldn't have killed it, but it would have definitely made my opponent favourite to win the game. So I'm really glad I blocked that H spot there. What would that have been? 8, 9, 10, 13, 39 plus 11, 50 points on the nose for Beth, and he still would have had his blank. So really glad to have played that, even though it was just 7 points. And then throw was best. Well, it wasn't best, but I've gone right to the beginning. That was a bit of a mistake. I'll just go through the throw. So Hebe for 34 at this stage. 4L. Nice. Hebe with a very flexible rack leave. LTR blank, and then, well, there were very few vowels, so I don't know if that would have been best, but certainly would have given my opponent a good shot at taking the game again at that stage. Yeah, actually, now that I look at it, Hebe looks very strong. For 34, opponent went with throw for 21, and then Hauteur for 24 at 2H. Okay, Hauteur across onto the double word square there, not taking out the T, but frustrating any plays to the right of the T. Yeah. What did I go with? I went to take out this M. Did I? No, I didn't. I went for score, tear, and yeah, in retrospect, Hauteur looks better. But I thought if my opponent doesn't bingo because of the vowel shortage, I'm going to have to outrun him somehow. And I just thought, score, 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 as much as you can get with these puny little 1-point tiles. So I went with that. Opponent sitting with a whole clunky set of consonants there, so he wasn't bingoing. Bevel for 20, fib for 29 at N4. Okay, fib, and then a very flexible. Actually, that puts him in a good position to win again. Yeah, that would have been interesting. So close. It was so, finely balanced, each and every move in this last bit of the end game. Ought Unite for 59. That was got me out of trouble because I'm 10 points behind here with a whole bunch of 1-pointers. My opponent's got, he's going to be, unless I have an out in 2, but he probably would outscore me anyway with those scoring tiles and the blank. Might have been close if I didn't bingo, but anyway, the bingo sealed it. Ought Unite, and that was the end of the game. So, pretty good game all in all. Hope you enjoyed watching that, and I will see you next time.